Anybody who saw the movie and believes it was 3 heat-seeking sniper bullets, I got an island to sell you. I think probably the sexiest move that night was a couple of the snipers that were on the back fantail the ship, right? They put their long guns down. They still had their pistols. They climbed off the back of the ship, right? Ocean waves, little rope that goes out to the life raft, and they did the commando crawl like the O course. I'm lighting cigarettes, and this guy's hand bandaged, and then my buddy's like, hey, tells one of the Navy guys, go in and get a soft serve ice cream cone. I guarantee the Somalis never eaten soft serve ice cream. I don't think that's in the movie either. Right. You covered it with Pete pretty good in your last couple episodes. I was on the Captain Phillips rescue with him.
Oh, you were on there?
Yep.
Let's hear your perspective. How'd that go down?
I thought Scabell did a great job just describing it. I wasn't there. I wasn't one of the shooters. I'll say there's way more than 3 shots. Right? Anybody who saw the movie and believes it was 3 heat-seeking sniper bullets, I got an island to sell you. I would say, right, the other misconceived notion is right after the guys took the shots, there was 1 AK-47 round fired inside the life raft. I don't think that's in the movie either. Right? So talk about hero to zero status, right? The shooters thought, okay, well, we just missed, and they offed the captain. So I think probably the sexiest move that night was a couple of the snipers that were on the back fantail the ship, right? They put their long guns down. They still had their pistols, but they climbed off the back of the ship, right? Ocean waves, little rope that goes out to the life raft, and they did the commando crawl like the O course, right? Down the rope on their stomach, all the way to the life raft, climbed to the back, stuck their guns in, and everybody was dead. So that's the piece that I always share that's not in the movie. Other than that, right? I wasn't one of the shooters. I wasn't intimately involved in it. I was there with the almost 100 others that if they got their captain to shore, we would have had to go hit some of the training camps or some of their facilities on shore. A lot more booger eaters than the 3 we were.
No shit. So that's how that would have went down.
There was almost 100 of us that jumped in. Right? We didn't need 100 to deal with 4 booger eaters on the life raft. But had they got to shore, and they were within 100 yards of shore, right? But they realized that stretch of beach was of different tribes. They would have made landfall. They would have offed them, taken their captain. So we were able to literally convince them to tie a rope to the life raft and tow them south. The 4th pirate, right, had got wounded in the hand during the initial assault, so they had pulled him off the life raft, and he's literally standing on the back of the Bain Bridge with a buddy of mine. There, he's got his hand bandaged, right? They're smoking cigarettes, right? He's lighting his cigarette for them, and they were trying to get the pirates in the life raft to see, right? I'm lighting cigarettes, and he's got his hand bandaged, and then my buddy's like, hey, tells one of the Navy guys, go in and get a soft serve ice cream cone. I guarantee the Somalis never eaten soft serve ice cream. So literally, there's the Somali with his hand bandaged, with his cigarette and his soft serve ice cream on the back of the ship, and that was us trying to say, hey, look at your guy. He's getting treated very fairly. He's got medical attention, smokes, and ice cream. Give up the captain, and you can have some too. That clearly didn't pan out for him.
Yeah, man.
And arguably,
what other tricks
he's
did you guys have lined up?
He's the luckiest out of all 4 of them, if you think about it, because he's in federal penitentiary in New York right now, right? The others are dead, right? He never got air conditioning in Somalia. He certainly didn't get heat. I guarantee he's got free college, eye care, dental care, 3 meals a day. He's living the dream in the federal penitentiary compared to where he would have been in Somalia.
Shit, up there, they probably have his whole life planned out for him and donations and everything for when he gets out, right?
For sure.
So, wow. But what else?
That was the only real, right? There's the standby where something happens, you go. That was the only real spin up for a true standby mission, which was, hey, okay, boom, go fly away, do the jump package in. That was the only one of those I did during my time.
Did you lost anybody throughout your career?
A lot of
anybody
friends.
Close?
If I go through the contact list of my phone,
there's
43 names in my contact that are dead.
Dude. How many operational?
Almost all.
Almost all of them.
Yeah, a couple of suicides, but yeah, almost all.
Who was the first person that you lost in combat?
Mike Koch was in my green team class. Then the Badger. There's a list.
Were
All
you
guys
with
I
them?
went through green team with. No. Different squadrons. Red did pretty well, right? The squadron I was in. We dodged a lot of bullets in a lot of different situations, right? A lot of my friends in different squadrons, not so much. Yeah, right. I mean, it's all fun and games, and these deployments are great, but they're not the most safe. And right, you guys get zipped just about every deployment, every other deployment, right? Yeah, that was talk about faith and my journey, right? From 9/11 through everything, all of basically the global war on terror. I saw a lot of it grow and change, and I saw a lot of really good people not come home through it. And that the way I dealt with that, right, without going crazy, was I chalked it up as that was God's plan, right? I knew that if I got shot in the face tomorrow going to work, that was it. That was God's plan. That was what it was. I had done enough of these deployments, had seen enough of guys not coming home for one reason or another, being bad luck or whatever. And so I think the more I dealt with the death, the closer I was with the God connection of like, okay, that justified it for me in some weird way. That was the piece, the Band-Aid I put on it in the moment to chalk it up as okay. Well, it is what it is, and I got to get back to work.
Interesting. So you never really lost faith going, within the SEAL teams. I think a lot of people.
I lost most of my faith when I was challenged when I got out by our own government, and that when I didn't understand it and I was confused and I didn't have a community and had been cut off. Right? When I was in, dude, like, how do you deal with death? Like, you're the same job I did. You know the deal, right? It's part of the job. And certainly you're going to keep deploying and do this for as long as I did. If you're not absolutely comfortable with where you're going, if you get shot in the face tomorrow night, maybe you're not going to be as good of an operator as you should be. And so for me in those moments, I always was much more, I tried to place my confidence in, okay, well I don't understand it, but that is, since I don't understand it, somebody else must. I'm hoping, I'm betting on it, and hopefully I'll have some understanding of this at some point.
Were you married during this time?
Yeah,
How was your wife handling the operational pace?
I'm divorced. It's right. It's tough. Before I got married, I was like, hey, look, just so you know, if work isn't my first priority, I'm probably not going to come home to deal with any of the other priorities you and I may have.
No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.